Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's just Rhonda. I'm just here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 31. We have made it to the finish line. Child, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's finish this up. We've had enough. We've had enough of this nonsense. They're gonna put the couples together this week and wrap up this storyline, and we appreciate it because it's been way too long. Anyway, we're gonna start with Stormy and Courtney. They riding through the city. He on his bike, big old bike. She's in her four-wheeler, and they're having a good old time. And I think Courtney and Stormy are super cute. I like them as a couple. I like how they interact with each other. Clearly, they still like each other. That's very important. I would love to see another young couple that Stormy can interact with, somebody that's more her vibe, because the rest of these people are not. Anyway, they went down to some little spot where you can get some food and eat outside. Stormy has the idea that she wants to get her family together like they used to back in the day and do a little family fish fry and try to mend some of the fences that's, been broken and run over and run through down to her family. And she asked Courtney, is he coming? And Courtney said, no, he's not going to do that. I don't blame Courtney. I'm sure Courtney has seen plenty of nonsense between, the sisters and things over there, Stormy's family. Courtney, we met his mother early on, and she seems like very calm, and his family dynamic over there is very different. So he was like, I'm good on that. It's quite the circus over there with Stormy and that crew. And I mean, we all have that. I mean, everybody's family has that. I'm like Courtney, I tend to stay away from it. Mel goes to visit Nell. The Fletchers are having a back to school event, which is always nice, getting the kids backpacks and, school supplies, which, I mean, it has to be really hard when you got multiple children and you're trying to get them all ready for school. So that's always a nice thing. It's a loud person in my house. I'm sorry. Apologize. Thank you in advance. Mel told her that, she did a great job with the trip. It was very peaceful for her. We did not see the peaceful part. We only saw Kiki down there showing up unannounced and Martell screaming at Miss Nell. But, if there was a peaceful part, then, they didn't show that to us. But hey, she showed a montage of all the vacations that they've taken in the past with Martell acting a fool and screaming at her. And so maybe it was peaceful because, no, he was screaming at her. So Mel, it's 2024 and I'm still confusing the names. That part's not going to change. New day, new life, not that part. That part's the same. Anyway, Stormy and her family are over at the fish fry. Ciao. They're having a discussion about being a caregiver to Stormy's grandmother. Apparently, Stormy's mother is the one that's the primary caregiver. That's not an easy job. I know firsthand. I dealt with it myself. My sister lived in Michigan. My mother was here in Florida with me. We didn't have that issue, thank God. And I would never want her to feel guilty about not being able to physically be here. So I don't know why this is a thing. I see about 5 people standing there, and according to Stormy's aunt, all of them don't work except her. She's the only one with a job. And I could tell you, I don't judge people based on how much of their life they can give up. If she goes to a job every day, and I heard somebody say, I don't remember who, it's just one weekend, I guess. But that's a lot when you work every day and that's your only time off. They're always off. Stormy's mother, that's a lot of work. She's doing that every day. She needs for other people to come in and step up. Maybe your sister will be better served if she's not required to do that, give you that time like on the weekend. I don't know. Like I said, there was 5 people standing there, and there's enough of them to figure that shit out. To me, that's stupid. Me and my sister didn't have that luxury. It was me and it was her, and she lived out of state. And so, like I said, there was no way that she should have been feeling guilty about that. It's just, it is what it is. Y'all got 5 people standing there, and Stormy's mother wants the sister to, come take one weekend out the month so her and her husband can have a date or do whatever. I don't think this is the issue with them. They have bad blood between them. The last time we seen them, and nothing has changed. They still on some bad energy. So it's hard to be trying to negotiate schedules and things. And then, when you have a person in your life that needs a caregiver, it's emotionally taxing on everybody involved too. So you got emotions involved. You got her trying to, still work and be a part, as much as she can. So, and it's on TV. And so she's probably feeling like, y'all not about to bring me down here to the OWN network and then make it seem like I'm the only one not, contributing to taking care of the mother. So yeah, she wasn't about that shit. She asked for the weekend, and Stormy's mother asked for the weekend, and she said, yeah, okay. Like, she agreed. I don't know if she for real gonna do it, but in the moment she said, yeah. And then there was a big group hug of none of these other people out in here volunteering to do anything, but now they want to do a group hug. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm good on the hug. I'm finna, bounce. So hell to the no on the hug. I'm gonna go see my mama and I'm gonna leave. So she left, and Stormy was like, well, that went well. And I'm like, did it go well? Like, feel like your aunt is feeling some type of way. But look, Stormy, we don't care. We don't know your family. And I don't see the point of bringing them here now. It's the last episode. So yeah. Production has stunts for us. They decided that we needed another meetup with Mel and Martell. I don't know why that is. We're not looking for no type of resolve with these two. They've been married for a long time, and we thought we were done with it. We were trying to figure out why y'all keep sending them on group trips together, but they all work here, so I suppose. And she said it was peaceful, so that part is no big deal. We're sitting here now with Martell. He's sitting at the table. They went to some little place to have. She was drinking tea, and I don't know what he was drinking. Probably water, because the bill was $4, and I don't know where you can go these days to get a couple of drinks for $4. So anyway, yeah, she was like, Martell, who are these flowers for? And he was like, for you. And she's like, that's inappropriate. Aren't you dating Sheree? And he's like, oh, I'm single. You heard that, other baby mama? He said he's single. I don't know if that's good news for you or not. That means Sheree's not in the picture, but that also means neither are you. And he's sitting up here with flowers for Mel, and that's just stupid. Mel said, well, I'm dating, and so this is inappropriate because I'm not going to take these flowers from you. And, then my man see me out here accepting them. And he was like, oh, you're dating? Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. No, you're not. Stop. He was acting real weird and uncomfortable. He looked uncomfortable. He was acting uncomfortable. He decided that he talked to Fletch, and Fletch, somehow told him that she felt unprotected in the marriage. And he wanted to apologize to her for that, for making her feel unprotected. Martell is again trying to make it seem like he's this nice guy. He's just trying to, keep the peace between them since they have these children together. And Mel is just so uncooperative. She wants to focus on, the bad things instead of focusing on the good things. And he wants them in a good place. And she's like, we're not in a good place. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, we talk and we text. And she's like, we don't. That's not what that is. We don't talk. And you be texting about the kids. And half the time when you be texting about stupid shit, I don't even answer those texts. So stop trying to put it out here like we're cool, especially when we know that right now they're not talking at all. They got this clown over here on the internet talking shit from stuff that he's told her. We got the whole revenge P thing going on. You got him over here putting her in courtrooms over fighting over custody of the children, talking about she got 20 babysitters. And it's so funny because he don't require the same things of that other baby mama as he does Mel. He just, always in her behind the back, doing little dirty shit, and then comes on camera with flowers and peace and, let's all try to get along. And the bitches out here love this man, and I don't know what it is about him that they love so much, but boy, they be in the comments caping for him. It's weird. So, Martell, You got your little puffy eye situation fixed. There's plenty of women out here trying to get at you. So leave this one alone. She don't want it. She doesn't want to play with you anymore. Martell thinks that he should forget about the past and focus on the great things that he's doing now. And I don't know what these great things are. If y'all know about some great things that he's over there doing, share with the rest of the class, because I ain't seem to do nothing great. Nothing. Mel asked him why he's wearing his old ring that she got him in 2008, and he said he's trying to manifest marriage. That's what he wants in his life. And she like, well, you should manifest it with some new stuff, not with some old stuff. And he's like, why are you wearing that ring? I got you in 2010. And then he sat there and tried to pretend like he purchased the ring that she was wearing. That's weird. He just lied for fun. Like, why would he do that? That doesn't make sense. Mel is like, I got a flight to catch. And he's like, no, wait, no, wait. Don't leave yet. Now he over in the comments somewhere. I didn't look at where it came from. I read it. And y'all know where to find it. It's everywhere. Anyway, he's in the comments being mad because he didn't like the way this thing made him look and talking about he don't want her. He throwing out other people's names. And I don't think anybody thinks you want her, Martell. First of all, we think that you want her shine. You want what comes with being attached to her. You think she's a good look for you, but do you want her? Clearly you don't, because if you did, you would have been doing stuff different when you had her. Dumbass. You don't like the way it made you look. They made you bring flowers. They didn't make you bring flowers. You didn't have to bring flowers. And did they make you say how much you regretted being with the other baby mama, and that had you known that this was going to turn out this way, that you never would have done it? She's over there being a whole regret. That has to be a proud moment. He fussing at Carlos. He fussing at production, talking about they might fire him. They might. I don't know. Chill. Here we are, Kimmy and her libido again, because there's nothing else that we would rather see than Kimmy over here trying to get some from Maurice. This is just so exhausting. I almost want to go back and see what was Kimmy doing in the beginning, because whatever she's doing right now, like, because we really liked her in the beginning, and now I just get annoyed. Like, Kimmy, do you have anything else going on in your life? Anything? Anything? It's date night. And Kimmy's in some cheap ass lingerie that she got down to the Fredericks to Hollywood. I don't know what that thing was. And here come Maurice in a suit. Y'all over here at a hotel in your hometown. That's what your date night is? You can sit up here talking about how this man wants you to bend over multiple times a day, and then you bring him to a hotel for your date night. Why this nigga got one rose? Where'd he get that from? The 7-Eleven? How come you don't have a bouquet of roses? Where in the world did you go to get one rose, Maurice? Well, it don't matter because Kimmy has gone all out. She got roses like spread from the door to the bedroom, and a heart and a candle and all the things that Maurice is supposed to be doing for her. He doesn't have to do. She's done it already. Look at there. You go, Kimmy. And her in that baby voice. Happy date night. Come on, follow me. I have champagne. I have chocolate covered roses. Then she sat there and teared up and, gave this speech about how he's like such a great man because this is not what he signed up for. And he's been there with her every step of the way. And, people were so mean and they talked about her hair. And I was like, who the hell are these people? Because I did not hear any of that. I felt like everywhere I was, everybody was very supportive of Kimmy and very concerned that Maurice wouldn't be as supportive as he needed to be. But she's trying to sit up here and convince us that he was everything that she needed him to be during such a difficult time. And that's just isn't what he signed up for. And I'm like, he did. It's called marriage. That's what it is. It's when you sign up for things till death do us part in sickness and in health. Just saying. Yeah, he did. That's what he signed up for, girl. Then she presented him with a glamour shot of her and Samo Fredericks in Hollywood. She said she wanna hang it over her bed. And I'm like, do I want to come home every night and see a picture of me in my drawers, my Fredericks of Hollywood drawers over my bed? What is Kimmy going through? Has she always been this way? I do remember, like, she was at the birthday kid baby's birthday party with her titties all pooched up in the shirt. I'm just saying. I mean, I guess she got her libido cranked up because here we are at the hotel crying over Maurice and his, amazing self. Well, at some point, Maurice drew like abs on his stomach with a marker, and I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. She over here in tears, trying to be all serious, and he's standing there being a goofball with one rose and a marker of, abs on his chest. And he said he pretended like he went to the gym, and for a quick minute, she was like, "You wasn't at the gym?" And I'm like, "So what was that?" Him and Mars Tartel, that damn gym. That gym be empty as hell, but all the niggas be over there, don't they? Child. It's time for Kimmy to roll over and suffer through it because he's kicking the camera people out. Thank you for that. We really wanted more of that. I don't want Kimmy to come back with no more libido talk. I don't want to hear about her steaming coochie. I don't want to hear about her vagina balls. I don't want to have no more photo shoots with her in sleazy, cheap underwear. Can we be done with this? We're probably not. We're probably going to have to go to the reunion and talk about how her libido got cranked back up that night. Marcel and Tisha, then we're out of our misery. This is like how they wrap their storyline up. Marcel and Tisha are over at the house. He's standing over a stove looking at instructions, pretending to be doing construction projects. And Tisha's upset because there's so many unfinished projects and she wants her office done ASAP. She needs her office. And I don't know why she needs her office because she said she was about to quit working and go back to be a stay-at-home mom. And I think she probably should, to be honest. Like, just go home, Tisha. She wants the house finished before school starts. Now that makes sense because they're renewing a lease. They got a house. Like, how much more does he have to do? You're putting the stove together. That feels like you're doing final things. So how much longer do you need to finish the house? And he said, well, they got a hotel. And then they got another hotel that they're working on. Then they're working on a gas station. And then, of course, there's renovations going on at Black. And I was like, what the hell are y'all renovating Black for? And your house ain't finished. We ain't gonna talk about Scott Manor. That's not a thing. That's just crazy talk. I do think the house needs to get done, but then of course she'll move back in and y'all have to like be living under the same roof again. I'm guessing it must have been real hard for her to get pregnant, if being that you had a vasectomy and y'all ain't even staying under the same roof. Marcel said, listen, he needs to be, hands on his business, unlike you when you wasn't hands on and then you had that old mess happen over there with Canvas Beauty. And he not trying to look a fool out here in these streets like you do. See, Tisha, how he throw you under the bus every scene that he write an extra little line in there just to make you look a fool. And, there we are, because you was over there doing some shady shit with Canvas Beauty. Now we talking about Houston again. You know what happened in Houston? She told him about a pregnancy test, and that's what the really, important conversation. We're gonna drive it on into the finish line. We're gonna talk about how she is upset because she doesn't understand why he doesn't trust her, and he is upset because she took a pregnancy test. And I feel like we've discussed this ad nauseum, but here we are again. We're talking about it again. He looks her all serious in the eye and asks her if she's ever stepped out on him. She looks him all serious back and she says she can't answer that question. She can't believe he's asking her that. They don't have any trust. And without trust, there's nothing. Without trust, there's nothing. And then she slow walks back out the door and he makes a phone call and scene. That's all they got, y'all. They not done with their construction yet. We're at the reunion and Tisha coming with the smoke for everyone. I don't know, why she has so much venom for Stormy. She mad at Stormy because Stormy called her out on some shit you did to her. Like it's real. Like I'm not understanding why you got such a negative attitude towards Stormy. But you out here talking about Stormy ain't paid the people down to the invoices, and I'm like, why does she have this information? She just sent Miss Wanda around there to do her investigative reporting because her and Kiki are not speaking. They're not on speaking terms. Speaking of, Kiki's there and Tisha's over there talking about how she cheated and her husband cheated. And Kiki, don't you feel silly now that you didn't go ahead and tell Tisha's business when you had the opportunity? Because she's not hesitating to tell yours. That's it, y'all. The grand finale of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's 2025. We still in this season, y'all. But the good news is, I don't know how many parts is the reunion. 12. We're gonna be here for the next 12 weeks watching them argue back and forth at the reunion. Anyway, y'all, like the video, subscribe to my channel. So glad to be back. And I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about it, y'all. So yeah, we'll talk. Bye, y'all.